Hi guys, welcome to this short video about my experience with the DOOGEE S96 Pro on an outdoor vacation. I spent a couple of days kayaking and wakeboarding in natural coast of Florida, and then spent a couple of days in Orlando, Universal Studios and the Island of Adventure, and I had it all the time with me. And so how was my experience? I mean, this is a phone which is intended to be used outside in tough conditions, waterproof and those things. So how has it been holding up? I mean, I've been using it with a case. Unfortunately, I had to cut the thing. If you're interested in a case, don't buy this thing which has only these small holes here for the camera, because it's then causing a problem with the wide angle. But there are some available like this with the whole thing cut out. I unfortunately have bought the thing with the small holes, and I had to cut it out because there was no time before the vacation, but it did a good job. Also the case, I mean, it's really difficult usually to grab this phone here with just the metal, so it's much more safety with the case. I mean, it's of course even a little bit bigger. I mean, it's usually already quite large, and with the case it's even bigger, but it's still on an acceptable size and weight for me. Definitely, I've been carrying this thing around in my pocket, no extra pocket, just pants pocket, usually in the back. And on the rides and difficult conditions like kayaking, usually on the side pockets of my Bermuda shorts, and it was still okay with the weight. Of course, I wouldn't want to have something even heavier than that, but it was still acceptable. And there were a couple of really good positive things here with this phone compared to other phones, especially regarding the battery. I mean, it has a huge battery, I think 6500 milliamps or even larger than that. And even after a full day on Universal Studios, where I've been taking videos and pictures all day long, I've been using the app instead of a paper map. You're usually using the app here on the phone, and I've been using this all the time. And in the evening of the first day, I had still 70% of the battery left on this phone, while other people of my family, they had to already use a battery charge like power bank. That was insane. I mean, this was really the biggest point for me, the extra battery. No matter what I did during these days, I still had plenty of battery left. The heaviest day was the second day on Universal and the Island of Adventure. I've really been doing a lot of photos and videos, and really the whole day using the app. And we started at, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we ended, I think, 1 o'clock in the morning after almost 20 hours or so. It was such a long day. It was crazy. We spent even some time after that in the city walk for like restaurants and shopping, and then there have been making more videos and photos. And still after that, absolute crazy days. Other people have been charging their phones 2 times already, and I still had 40% of the battery left. That was incredible. And also regarding sturdiness, I mean, I didn't have any drops, but especially when you're on rides, I mean, on some of the rides it's prohibited to have your phone with you. There are some new rides, I haven't seen that before, but they're really checking. You have to go through a security gate, and they're checking if you're having a phone. So there I've not been able to have my phone with me, but on a lot of other rides I've been able to take my phone with me, like on the Harry Potter or on other things, even some intermediate roller coasters, and I had it on the side, like in my pants pocket. And the only thing was then the problem with this button here. So this is what I would recommend to deactivate when you go on such rides. Deactivate this button here. I mean, I have a couple of functions here like audio recording or using or turning on the LED light when it's pushing along here. Yeah, and now it's turned off, of course I can't use that, but when I had it on the side, and then the security bracket which is holding you was pushing down for too long time on this button here, I think, yeah, now it's this button here on this side, of course, yeah, it doesn't matter, it's just the extra button here that was this thing was quite sensitive. Also, I mean, this is a button which can be used also when you have blocked your screen here, and then you can have instant recording, instant camera, instant illumination, and usually it turned on the illumination when I had left the right, so usually the light was turned on, so but you can turn it off in the settings. That was the only thing, but apart from that, really good. What I loved here was this hand strap. It was so easy and fast to take it out of the pocket here, even with the case, and yeah, you can see that here, this hook here, that's huge. I mean, this is something which you don't have with normal phone, and you could even use that with something like that, with a swimmer floater, especially for kayaking. I mean, I've been connecting this thing here just with a small cord to this thing here, and so if your boat or like your kayak or whatever you're using is flipping, it would hold your phone on top of the water, and it wouldn't go down where you can't find it anymore. I mean, it's water protected, but only for about 5 feet, and if it goes more down, there would still be some damage in it. So it's important, if you're using it like that with a boat or kayak or so, that you're using a floater, and if you don't have a hook, you cannot use this thing. It's difficult to attach. You would have to use like a case and drill a hole and then attach something like that, and it's difficult, but with this phone it's much easier. I mean, the camera quality, of course, that's something, yeah, I would love to have a little bit better camera quality, especially the wide angle. It's just available in a 4:3. It would be really nice to have it in 16:9, but still it's okay. I hope they will change the thing in a software upgrade, and but in general the quality was good. I would also love to have some video stabilization. I think there is absolutely no video stabilization built in here. I mean this phone definitely would be capable to do that. I don't know why they didn't add this thing, but apart from that, pictures were really good. I mean, I've been sending this the images and videos to a lot of people. Nobody has been complaining. Most people said, yeah, really nice shot, beautiful. I mean, as long as you're checking only the images on your phone, or other people are checking that on phones, nobody will notice. Of course, if you make large prints or so, or if you plan to show the videos on a large TV screen, then you will see the difference, of course, no question about that. What's also important to know, of course, is the brightness of the screen here. Yeah, I have turned it off here, but the brightness is really good. I mean, it's probably not as bright as the latest Samsung's UI or Apple phones, but I was a little bit fearing, because it's not like a main brand phone, that the display wouldn't be bright enough, especially when you're in Florida at noon. The sun is so bright, but still I've been able to read everything, like on the map, use it as a map through the parks. There haven't been any problem at all, so I would say it has a really good readability, good brightness, even with the screen protector. So I was super happy with this thing. I haven't been so happy with any other phone like on such vacation. I mean, the biggest problem was always like the waterproofness when we have some drops. I mean, I have been taking this thing also on the Popeye ride, where everybody gets really soaked. I mean, not just a little bit of water, you get really soaked. I can tell you there's not a little bit of dry patch of your clothes, and everything was soaked. And I had, of course, my phone with me, and there was absolutely no problem. Of course, after that everything was wet. I had to dry it before I could use the touch screen, but after drying it there was absolutely nothing. So overall, again, it was my best experience with a phone for outdoor things. And I would say if you are willing to accept a little bit of these trade-offs, heavier weight, a little bit intermediate picture video quality, this could be the thing for you. Outdoor, this makes a lot of fun. I can tell you, this is something which is really reliable, good, and you can, no matter how many pictures and video you're making during the day, it will last a full day. You will never have to take like power banks, those things with you, like and also cables. I mean, there was a huge struggle for the rest of my family. They had always to ask, oh, where's the power bank, where's the cable, where can I charge my phone? And here absolutely no problem. So for these things, definitely as an outdoor rugged phone, this thing really works. It's an amazing thing. I love this thing, and I will keep going to use it. And I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing of this phone down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.